Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Moving Right Along, a Muppet movie podcast brought to you by toughpigs.com. It's the podcast where we watch The Muppet Christmas Carol 2 minutes at a time and talk about it a lot. I'm your host, Anthony Strand.
And I'm your other host, Ryan Rowe.
And joining us today, we have a return guest. She's been with us for every movie, and she's back again for this one. Guest, who are you?
Hi, my name is Christy Admiraal. It is so nice to be here.
Oh, so nice for us, too.
Always great
Thanks
to have
so much
you here.
for coming back. Yeah. And Christy is joining us to talk about minutes 79 and 80 of The Muppet Christmas Carol. In these minutes, Scrooge sings A Thankful Heart, because he indeed has a thankful heart. So, but before he can do that, we have a few seconds before the song. Before he can do that, he gets a scarf from Beaker, which we saw Beaker starting to give him the scarf last week, but now it happens. He gives it to him. Scrooge says, a gift? A gift for me? Which I love the innocence and guilelessness of Scrooge. Like, Scrooge, when's the last time he got a gift?
Right.
You know?
It's been a while, if ever. This is a foreign concept to him.
So then he throws it around his neck, and then he says, thank you, 50 times.
That's a lot of times.
He does not say the word thank you 50 times, the sentence thank you 50 times.
Wow, that would take a while.
Right. This is Michael Caine saying thank you over and over for like a minute and a half. Yeah. But he should have said it 50 times. A pretty lazy shortcut, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, that would have been interesting. Yeah, maybe there's a deleted scene out there.
Yeah,
where
there's
he
a
says it
cutscene
50
where
times.
that
I
was
hope so.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Beaker, I mean, he might as well, because Beaker can't say anything or doesn't say anything, whatever Beaker's deal is. So he doesn't even say you're welcome. He just kind of nods his head and makes
Beaker doesn't say anything.
makes little sounds.
Yeah, he doesn't even really make any meme.
He doesn't do any.
Yeah, he doesn't go like murmur for you're welcome.
Yeah. But so anyways, then having received a gift of a small red scarf, which is now around his neck, and that's what I like about it too, is that the scarf is Beaker sized.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's very little.
It's not a Michael Caine sized scarf, but he puts it on there, and then Scrooge is so happy that he launches into the song. So the song is called simply "Thankful Heart," not "A Thankful Heart," correct? Mm-hmm. But anyways, he does it. He says "Merry Christmas" to Beaker. And then Bean Bunny bounces up and says, here's your turkey, Mr. Scrooge.
Yeah.
And then Scrooge says, follow me, lad, which is such a radical intro to the song.
Yeah, and also Bean does this little move that, actually it's a series of moves that's just so fun to watch. So the turkey is so big that Bean cannot see where he's going. Because it's like he said, it's as big as him. And he's just lugging this huge turkey around. So he turns to follow Scrooge. He has to stretch his neck to peek over it, and then he puts his head back down, and then he just starts kind of bobbing along as he follows Scrooge. So it's turn, up, down, bob. Just this, but all in sort of a fluid series of moves. It's very cute.
I think Bean Bunny has more raw cuteness than most Muppets. It's mostly in his face. He has a very stuffed animal looking face. I've always liked him.
Yes.
Yeah, that's his thing.
Yeah. 100%. I think I got to know him because of Muppet Vision 3D at Disney World. But it's nice when he pops up. I like that he has a featured role in this. Though he's not necessarily a star, but he's kind of a breakout at the end there.
Right. You remember him, I think, in this one.
Oh yeah.
More so than in, I guess he's not in that much other stuff, but I do think Muppets at Walt Disney World, that's the only time they ever made an actual plush of him, right? It was the one you could buy at Walt Disney World.
Yeah, for Muppet Vision, yeah.
Yeah. Did I say Muppets at Walt Disney World? I meant Muppet Vision 3D.
Yeah, everyone knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. But anyways, yeah, so he's following Scrooge, and what we're going to see over the course of the next 2 minutes is that everyone starts following Scrooge.
Mm-hmm.
At the opening of this movie, the townspeople sang a song about how Scrooge is the worst person they've ever met, and he's a terrible landlord, and he doesn't give cheeses to us Mises. And now, opposite, it's brightly lit. Scrooge is singing the song himself, and everyone is excited to follow him.
They're no longer avoiding eye contact with him.
Right.
He's just handing out a lot of gift baskets along the way, too, specifically to Bookkeepers, 2 words. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's good. So I'll go through, I'll talk about some of the lyrics. I don't want to go through every lyric of the song. So I just want to ask you up front, do either of you have any like favorite lines that you want to discuss?
There's one that he can't quite sing. I want to look it up. Like he tries to hit the notes, but he doesn't quite get it.
Well, yeah, we should say Michael Caine not known for being a singer, and he sang with Belle earlier in the movie, but now this is a solo.
Yeah,
and like he's just so enthusiastic that I think it basically works.
It sounds fine.
You know, like
I would take this over auto tune,
right? Or not Michael Caine.
Yeah,
right? Just
that wouldn't be the same.
If it was just like Robert Goulet dubbing it in or something.
Yes, that would not have the desired effect.
But do either of you know the scene in the movie The Trip where Steve Coogan and Rob Brydon do their dueling Michael Caine impressions?
Yes, I talk about this scene a lot because I've never seen the movie, but I've seen that scene like 5 or 6 times.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
They start doing their Michael Caine impressions, and it's mostly talking about how many Batmans they've had to bury, which I really like.
Right. Yeah.
It's funny every time, even though it's fully nonsense. But like any scene where 2 comedians are trying to make each other laugh is automatically like one of the most joyful things you can watch. It's very good.
Right. What I was going to say though about it is one of the things Rob Brydon says in that is he's talking about how as Michael Caine aged, you can really hear the cigars and the brandy. And when he sings in this movie, you can really hear the cigars and the brandy, I think.
Yeah.
Like I feel like his singing voice is lower than his speaking voice a little bit. So it
is. And they do try to get him to like the song isn't written to be difficult. Like you can't hear him strain that hard.
It doesn't require
it's not,
a lot.
Out of range. It's just that he can't quite do it melodically.
Right. Well, and I think that it's really nice that he went ahead and did it. Like Michael Caine had nothing to prove at this point. He didn't need to sing the closing number in a Muppet movie if he didn't want to. you know, and I think it's just wonderful that he did because it's like now Scrooge has he's so happy. He's merry as a schoolboy. And so he is just singing for all the world to hear, with no abandon. Reckless abandon.
Right. You're right. It reflects that perfectly. He's kind of opening himself up.
Yeah.
Lyrically, you were asking, I like the line about all the boys and girls being nephew and niece to him. Mm-hmm. Just that he's like, this is it. I'm going to start spoiling all the kids in town. I'm going to buy them all the toys. I'm going to buy them hungry hippos. I'm going to buy them that bluey stuffed animal, talking stuffed animal they wanted. So it's like, just like an aunt and uncle, he's going to spoil all these kids.
He's throwing coins all over the place during this.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's what I love when he goes into the shop where he sees Sprocket and all those guys.
Yeah.
He like points at. He's like he's doing putting on such a show. He points at the crowd, right, and then he theatrically drops a bunch of coins on the counter. Like,
well, and I think Sprocket catches some of them because Sprocket is standing right there. I think he's trying to grab them as they fall out of his purse.
Oh yes, Sprocket and the boys are eating it up. Like,
yeah.
They're so into it, and then they all follow him outside.
Right, it's such a So he goes into a store which is somehow open and full of people on Christmas Day, and he's really he spends so little time because it's only a few lines of the song, and like you say, he's just pointing around at things and dumping money out, and then that's it. Everybody follow me. We're getting out of here, and they do. And then there's that one whatnot in the back who is on a ladder and he falls off. Like the ladder falls over at the end of the shot.
Okay, wasn't it a rat? I thought I saw a rat on the ladder.
Oh, you could be right. I don't know. I thought it was a whatnot, but
yeah, that little
right.
So good.
Yeah.
With a grateful prayer and a thankful heart.
I feel like they put stuff like that in these movies for people like us who are watching 2 minutes at a time.
Right. They want you to notice new things.
Yeah.
On repeat viewings. And I think part of it is that like this is the first one that was really released in the home video era. Like I know VCRs existed in 1984, but like I don't think they were thinking of that.
Right.
Yeah. And so I think that a lot of that stuff is like they knew people would be watching this over and over at home. It's a Christmas movie, and as we've discussed, like your grandma's going to buy the tape or whatever. I think they must have known.
I hope so. Yeah. I like to think they were thinking about that stuff. I also like the call and response parts of this song So like after he says nephew and niece to me, everyone goes nephew and niece to me.
Nephew and niece to me.
And you can hear Beaker in those lines just going me.
Well, and I also like that they all turn to look at the camera.
Yeah,
it is good. I like shots, a fourth wall break.
Yeah, it's good, and it's like, and it's such a fun group too because it's like Bunsen, Beaker, also Gonzo, and
Gonzo pops in.
Yeah, and Rizzo's there.
And Rizzo, like Gonzo's singing along and Rizzo's singing along.
Yeah,
like those guys they're just part of the gang now.
Yeah,
like we said last time, like time has caught up to the narration.
Yeah, in that shot outside the store, there's a blue whatnot with a pink nose, and I got excited for a second because I thought it was the same basic whatnot puppet that would become Bill the Bubble Guy on Muppets Tonight. But then when I really looked, like it's the same color, fleece, whatever, for his face, and then he has a similar pink long nose, but the shape of his head is not the same. So sadly, I don't think this would be Bill the Bubble Guy later.
Although they probably modified Bill's head to put in the bubble mechanism.
I guess they would have to. Maybe,
yeah. I don't know.
Anything's possible.
It doesn't seem like they would have built him from scratch and just have him look like that, though. Like he's such a generic looking whatnot, except for the bubbles coming out of his head.
I don't know.
But then Scrooge comes back outside. He raises an imaginary glass to toast the health of everyone. A glass raised to toast your health. Keeps singing. They're all following him. Then he says my personal favorite line in this song, because it's so clunky, and he goes for it anyway. Sail a friendly course, file a friendly chart.
Yeah.
On a sea of love and a thankful heart. File a friendly chart.
That had never registered.
That's not a thing. It's not a thing that you can do.
No, it's not. I don't know what that means. Like he's going to put it in. Like he's going to put it among the other charts.
Is
so
it?
He can easily access it next time.
Is it not like a nautical thing? Like if you're a sailor, you have to file a chart with the the Navy or the Coast Guard or something to let them know what your course is going to be. I have no idea. I just assumed that it was a real nautical phrase, but maybe not. Maybe Paul Williams totally made it up.
I don't know. We should have asked him when he was here. But also, though, I like that it kind of foreshadows the next movie. That there's like all this seafaring talk.
Easter egg.
Yeah, right? Join us right back here in 3.5 years at this same theater. But then, then he gets to the counting house, and as Christy mentions, Scrooge leaves 3 full baskets of coal. At least we see 3 in one shot, clearly. Of coal, baskets of coal for the bookkeeping staff.
Yes.
And while he's doing this, he's singing, if you want to know the measure of a man, you simply count his friends. Now, do we take this to mean that he wants to become friends with his bookkeeping staff by giving them extra coal?
One hopes, right?
I guess so.
Buddies.
I don't love that line because it's not true. Because first of all, there are a lot of very nice people who are perhaps shy or just introverts who don't have, or maybe they just prefer not to have a lot of friends, but they're very nice and good people. And then on the other hand, there are many bad people who are friends with lots and lots of other bad people. So
that's true.
I don't think this is an accurate way to qualify the measure of a man.
That's true. You should write Paul Williams a letter.
Thanks. The other thing, though, I was going to say about the coal. Of course, he's doing something nice. They're cold in the office. He's leaving them coal to put in the fireplace. But Brian Henson has noted that in test screenings, children in the audience were confused because coal is what Santa brings to kids who are naughty. So if he's trying to give them a nice present, why is he giving them the thing that you give to naughty kids instead of giving them toys?
It's a little confusing. Just at the outset, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's why it has like a bow on it, to make it look more present-y.
Right. And it says Merry Christmas to my bookkeepers.
Yeah.
It doesn't say you've been naughty.
It doesn't say Merry Christmas on the unemployment line. Right? It says what he should have put was Merry Christmas bookkeepers, you're still employed. That's what he should have put.
That would have been nice, yes.
You're suddenly still employed.
Oh, good.
But I do, thinking about it now, watching it 2 minutes at a time, he doesn't invite all of the other people into his counting house.
No.
Oh, yeah. He makes them wait outside.
Yeah, I guess, like, wait here while I carry in 3 baskets of coal.
Huh. He has stuff to do. He can't be bothered.
That's true. But he could have gotten Sprocket to carry in one of the baskets of coal. Sprocket's a helpful boy.
Isn't it funny seeing Sprocket walk around on his hind legs and carry stuff with his hands?
And wearing clothes. He's like wearing a shirt and vest.
Right. It looks great in it, though.
It is funny, though, because, like, I know Fraggle Rock wasn't really in reruns much, but, like, they must have known that some audience members would recognize Sprocket.
Yeah, it might have been on,
main
on the
character
Disney
who's in
Channel
every
reruns.
episode.
I don't recognize, like, Fraggle Rock is not my thing.
Right?
So I would not recognize him. Were you not referencing him as being a Fraggle Rock guy?
Sure, that makes sense, yeah. Mm-hmm. But next, Scrooge goes back outside, and now he's with all of the people again. So he tells them to stop and look around you, the glory that you see. And then 2 people kind of chuckle on the soundtrack. At least 2 voices kind of go, Did either of you notice that?
No.
Do they sound like the human extras?
I honestly can't tell. I mean, all the Muppets are voiced by humans.
Well, that's true.
So I don't know. It definitely sounds like a human voice. I don't know. I'll try to isolate the clip. And it's just like, anyways, I just thought it was funny that people, because are they laughing at Scrooge? I guess they're like laughing with Scrooge because they're having such a good time.
Sure.
They're having such a fun time, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Stop and look around you.
And then Michael Caine smiles after the bridge is over. Like, he's so proud of himself because he did it. He's a singer, man.
He sang a song. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we don't hear any more lyrics here. We do watch Scrooge and the gathered crowd as they go past a store, which is called Statler and Waldorf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the name of the store.
It looks like, so it has a, what do you call that? Like a
ampersand?
No, the the plant thing. It's, is it garland?
Yes,
probably.
Yes,
it's covering the rest of the sign, but it looks like it says haberdashery under that, and then some other letters that I couldn't make out. So apparently, this reality's Statler and Waldorf, whoever they are, own a haberdashery.
Well, I was going to ask if I have a theory that Marley and Marley own this business under an assumed name to like sneak around some sort of non-compete clause.
That holds water.
That, right? Like,
yeah.
That seems like
why not?
So then are they lending themselves money under the table?
Yeah.
Under the other name?
Probably.
Yeah. To keep their business going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're onto something.
So, but it's still open 7 years later, I guess. So they had to sell it to somebody.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
They've been dead these 7 years. Wait, they said 7 years in this movie? Maybe not. I can't remember.
I don't recall.
I think so.
In the book, they say 7 years.
Right.
But anyways, yeah, that brings us down to the end here. That's the end of the clips. Any other thoughts about these 2 minutes before we close? Christy, I'll start with you.
Not really. It's not my favorite song on the soundtrack, but that's just because it's not one of the bigger, more like pump numbers. I do like to hear Michael Caine try to sing, and I like how game he is for it. And the whole movie is about how game Michael Caine is to be in a Muppet movie and be the one of the only human actors. So it's a kind of part and parcel of the rest of it. And always gonna love seeing Bean. Like, always gonna love him bopping around.
Yeah. Awesome. Ryan, any other thoughts?
Yeah, it's fun that he's just carrying the turkey around and joining
and
in this
it's so big.
Yeah.
So big.
I like this shot at the very end of this clip when they're running past the Statler and Waldorf store. It's the entire group of Muppets and human extras, and they just kind of run from the left side of the frame to the right, like they're all so excited to be part of this. And then there's a wall strategically placed in the shot so that we can't see any puppeteers as they all run past. So clever Muppet filmmaking.
Love a workaround. Yeah.
And then the only other thing, I feel like our friend Becca would want us to point out that in the store that Scrooge goes into, among the many Muppets in there is this sort of monstery Muppet creature who was also a background character on Fraggle Rock and once sang a song with Gobo Fraggle. And her name is Aretha.
Oh, yeah.
So yet another Fraggle Rock character appearing in this movie.
Yeah. Becca would want us to point that out.
I think
true.
so.
So I have a few things from the old Curiosity Shop.
Oh, good.
Not a ton here because this whole section kind of happens in one paragraph in the book. You know, like I talked about it last week. There's just like a paragraph about how Scrooge walked around on the streets and never dreamed that any walk could give him so much happiness. That's what it says. But that's kind of all it is. Then he's at his nephew Fred's house, which we'll get to later. There's no song, obviously. There's no like lyrics to Scrooge's heartfelt song. But the charity man does not give him a present in the book, of course. That's added for the movie.
Yeah, I guess that doesn't happen in any other adaptations.
No, right.
Beaker's just a really nice version of this character.
Right. Well, and it's funny because Beaker's not really like that sweet of a guy normally. He's just like
that's true.
He's just a guy. He's just a hapless assistant. Yeah.
Yeah. But in this one, he does get that sweet moment. And then finally, the last thing. So Scrooge does use the song title in the book, as I think I mentioned during the scene where it happens. He says, which I have to correct a mistake I made earlier. I said that the word future doesn't appear in the book. But the phrase ghost of Christmas future does indeed not appear in the book. But here, Scrooge does say, ghost of the future, he explained. I fear you more than any specter I have seen when he first sees it. He says ghost of the future.
Oh, okay.
I fear you more than any specter I have seen. But as I know your purpose is to do me good, and as I hope to live to be another man from what I was, I am prepared to bear you company and do it with a thankful heart. That's in the book. So he does say a thankful heart.
Right.
And then he does it. As we're seeing right here.
Yeah.
He's throwing
and the Muppet
money around.
people notice that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He does not give anyone a basket of coal in the book. I don't think. We'll see. We'll see when he gets back to work.
Okay.
But that's the end of my notes. Christy, we have our 3 questions that we've asked every guest.
Yes.
First one is, what is your history with the movie?
This is one of my favorite movies. It's certainly my favorite holiday / Christmas movie. I think probably in league with Nightmare Before Christmas. So those are top 2 for me. I've seen it a lot of times. I think the first time I watched it might have actually been in elementary school. And I have watched it on and off throughout my life since then. I introduced my parents to it only a few years ago.
Was that right?
Around the time I realized that this was more of a my husband and me thing than a my family thing. And now they have requested repeat viewings of it, which is very gratifying.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. You said you saw it in school, in elementary?
Yeah. So this would have been around
Christmas party or something.
Yeah, the around Christmas time in particular, around immediately before holiday breaks. You'd have a couple days in school when teachers were just sort of done. Especially this was prior to an age where I would have had final exams or anything like that. I remember Jingle All the Way was in heavy rotation, which is very strange in retrospect. But this was one of them as well. And this is a much more wholesome pick, I would say.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I agree. Awesome. And then the second question is, where do you rank it among the Muppet movies? You said it's one of your favorite holiday movies.
It's my favorite. Yeah. I don't think it's the best.
Awesome.
I don't think it's the best. I think probably the Muppet movie is a better movie, but this is the one that I love the most. This is the one that makes me happiest.
Great.
Yeah, it's interesting how some people make that distinction.
I'm big on the favorite versus best distinction because they are very different things to me.
Yeah.
Sure. And then last question. I feel like you've probably said the answer already, but do you watch it every year?
I don't actually. I think I would if I had less restraint, but I don't want to spoil the specialness of it. And I have seen it enough times that I know beat by beat, obviously, I have a very good idea of what is about to happen next. But this way I can still notice new things or still get excited about the same things and not have them feel stale. The scene where during their narration, Rizzo and Gonzo take a bit of a break to verbally spar and Rizzo kisses Gonzo on the nose is one of my favorite things that happens in any movie. And I want that to continue to be as delightful. as it was the first time I saw it.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a solid choice too. That's such a great moment.
Yeah.
Improv. Puppeteers improvising. Incredible.
Yeah. Agreed. All right. So awesome. I think that brings us just about down to the end. Listeners, you can always check out toughpigs.com on the internet. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're kind of all over the place, but those are still the main three for now, at least. You can become a patron of ours on Patreon. We always appreciate new patrons. You can email us at movingrightalong@toughpigs.com to tell us what you think about Bean Bunny. You can follow Ryan on Twitter at @MeRyanRowe and on Letterboxd at MoviesAreNeat. You can follow me on Letterboxd at ZeppoMarxist. Christy, where can our listeners find you or your work online?
That's a great question. I am also on Letterboxd, though I'm not on there particularly frequently, at Admiraal Christy. And I co-host a podcast called Pizza Toast with my dear friend Phil Gonzalez. And it is about YA and middle grade literature and the the TV and film adaptations thereof. Was about to give the flawless plug, but couldn't thread the needle. And we're at Pizza Toast Pod on Twitter. And also Pizza Toast Podcast on Facebook. It's the easiest way to find us. We just covered the Hunger Games. That'll have been the most recent series once out.
Oh, awesome!
Cool.
I didn't know you guys were doing that. I really need to listen to that.
Yeah, it's been really fun. I mean, like when it hasn't been like devastating because the Hunger Games are rough, but they're really wonderful books and movies, and it's been a joy. And we had Professor Roxanne Hardy on to discuss a couple of the academic papers she's written on the books, and that was a lot of fun too.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I loved your previest podcast about the California Diaries.
Thank you. And that was that's where Pizza Toast came from, because Phil guested on a few episodes of the California Diaries.
Right.
Yeah. And we were using the Babysitters Club Netflix series discussion as an excuse to talk every week, and recorded it. and thus Pizza Toast was born. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'll definitely. Oh, and you did Moxie. That's great. I love that book.
Moxie rules. Yeah.
Yeah. I still haven't gotten around to the movie, but I love the book.
Movie's not bad.
Sure. Awesome. Yeah, actually, a kid just checked it out the other day, and I was really delighted.
Oh, I love it. Like
that it moved.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Listeners, join me in checking out Pizza Toast. How about that?
Yeah.
Thank you to Morgan Davy for designing our logo. And listeners, if you're so inclined, you can give us that positive review on iTunes or wherever you review podcasts. You know, write it on a wall somewhere, whatever. Just give us that review and tell everyone that you see. Throw some money on their counter and tell them to listen to Moving Right Along. We'll be back next week with another episode. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening. Thank you 50 times.
Thank you. Thank you. 50 times. Thank you. 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 Thank you.